On September 25th, 1944, Adolf Hitler ordered the formation of the German Volkssturm. The order was published on October 18th. From then on, all male citizens between the ages of 16 and 60 became soldiers. Since the Wehrmacht could not provide sufficient uniforms, numerous members of the Volkssturm wore fantasy uniforms, such as that of the railroad company, recolored party or Hitler Youth uniforms, old uniforms of the army, or ordinary civilian suits. To make them combatants, they all got an armband with the inscription Deutscher Volkssturm Wehrmacht. The Volkssturm was poorly equipped and trained. The military effect was rather limited. For example, in November 1944, just the 1st and 2nd contingents needed 1.3 million small arms. In the enemy-threatened districts, only 18,375 were available. And from the 75,000 machine guns needed, only 181. Most of their small arms were Czech, Italian, Norwegian or French booty rifles, often without sufficient ammunition. In 1984, Karl Bresser, a former member of the Frankfurt Volkssturm, reports about that time in early 1945. We did not have any uniforms. We were in civilian clothes. But when the others left, we were still with 5 men at Oppenheimer Square. And that is where we got the bazooka. And those flubbered 6mm guns and a handful of little cartridges. And with that, we were supposed to fight the tanks. But with that, I can only shoot to the car over there. They would not shoot much further. Many Volkssturm soldiers wore foreign helmets, or as seen here, what looks like helmets from the National Air Raid Protection League. Although it was under military punishment, many men remained absent from training. The SS commander was on Schulstraße. They told us, "You must join in too." So I replied, "Sure, I do what I can, and what I can't do, I can't do." And then we had these sparrow guns. Then someone said, "You know, we have guns and ammunition. Now we are having target practice in the forest." And then we all marched off. I also marched a bit. At the cemetery wall, I went the other direction towards home. When I sat comfortably at home, the others were all still in the forest. That is how it was. On March 25, 1945, the US Army was close to Frankfurt. Karl Bresser and a few Volkssturm men were supposed to defend Oppenheimer Square in Frankfurt-Sachsenhausen. And then I got the bazooka and was ordered, "When the Americans come, you shoot." I said, "Sure, I'll do that." Then I went with my bazooka and the 5 men to Dannecker Street, where at that time the dentist Dr. Zentner lived. There I told the others, "We're going to the coal cellar now." There we hid the bazooka under the coals. And then let us get out of here, into direction home. Overall, the Volkssturm suffered high losses with little military impact. Most of them fell in East and Middle Germany. The exact number of victims is unknown. It is believed that most of the 175,000 members of the Volkssturm reported missing have fallen.